Right now, live on Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Telegram. I'm excited, you guys. Day one, the Medical Medium Anti-Bug Challenge. Do you have the book? Critical piece of the puzzle right here is having the book. And if you don't, you don't. That's fine. It's fine. You get the book free at the library. You can walk into a library somewhere, ask for it, get it for free that way. Amazon, incredible sale on this book, particularly on this book, and that's $16.99, 51% off right now, which is, it's incredible because it costs more to print it, not just more, a lot more to print it. It's a heavy medical textbook. It's packed with information. Just giving you a rundown on this a little bit. It's got the anti-bug cleanse in it, which we're doing now, and we're day one of that. It's also got the mono cleanses. Wow, the healing people do with the mono cleanses in here is amazing, right? I mean, it's incredible. It's got the heavy metal detox cleanse, getting metals out, saving lives that way. It's got the 369 advanced original. It's got all that in here too. 200 symptoms and conditions, 75 recipes. I'm making a recipe today. I'm doing the potato salad. I am pumped. You see, I got my stuff out here. I got some radishes. That's a healing food right there. I got radishes. I got garlic. I got cucumbers. I got parsley. I got chives. We're day one. We got the Medical Medium Cleanse Heal book in our hand, okay? This is a life-saving book. The street cred is there, okay? Facts are in. So many people healing around the world with this book, saving lives. You wouldn't believe how many people are getting that fresh start, you know? Fresh start. Oh, I didn't know I had 10 lives, you know? I thought I only had 9 lives, like a cat. Now I got 10 lives. I got my life back. I was able to get my life back. That's how important this book is. You guys, I'm excited. We're in the cleanse. What level did you choose? Did you choose level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4? Or did you choose level 5? Did you choose level 5 plus bonus? That's one thing I had to mention right there. Are you making the meal with me? Are you guys making the meal with me? Is this cool or what? Are we doing the potato salad? I got some potatoes right here. Okay, these are still hot. I cut them in half, but these are hot russet potatoes. We're making the potato salad. If anyone has potato fear, fear no more. Because they're so healing, they're antiviral, they're anti-bug. It's important to know there's no guessing games here. Like, oh, wait, is this bad for you? Is this good for you? Is this bad for you? By the way, later on, 6:15, so I'm making an announcement, 6:15 Eastern, 3:15 Pacific, I'm doing a Rumble. So it's just a Rumble exclusive, okay? And I'm going to throw some zingers in there. It's going to be an exclusive Rumble. I'm talking about possibly oxalates and some other stuff. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be really fun, okay? So rumble.com/medical medium, and I just want to let you know, okay, if you have a hard time catching me live, all right, at that time, that exclusive time, refresh is what you do, okay, or shut it down and start it back up because I could be a minute late, or it's because it's a brand new stream situation they have at Rumble, okay? They just started streaming lives, all right? Look for the top video at the top for the video, and then you could refresh and so forth, but check it out when you get a chance if you have any difficulties with that. So are you guys making the recipe with me? I'm going to do that in a little bit. So let's talk about why we're even doing this. Why even bother? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing the anti-bug cleanse? What's the point? And what are we cleansing? What are we even doing? Here's the first thing we're doing is we're getting rid of bug fuel. You know how your car takes fuel? Your car needs fuel so you can drive. Well, maybe you got an electric car and your car still needs fuel because that battery's going to go dead. So you got to charge the battery. Whether you have to charge the battery, you got to put gasoline, or you got to put diesel in a truck, whatever it is, it needs fuel. And that's important to know, right? It needs fuel. Well, bugs need fuel. The bugs that make you sick need fuel. Everybody's loaded with bad bugs. And if you think it's a parasite, for some reason you've been brainwashed in the sense of the parasite world, right? From the old parasite cleanse thing and parasite knowledge thing, then fine. Think it's a parasite. Then let's starve the parasite. Okay? But what's really happening is people have bacteria, they have lots of viruses. Lots of viruses inside of them. And if you're somebody that just came on here and you're like, what do you mean viruses? Like what viruses? What are you talking about, right? Fever blisters, cold sores, viruses, simplex herpes 2, right? Simplex, right? Boom, viruses, okay? H. pylori, bacteria, right? And then, shingles, virus, and E. coli, bacteria, staph, bacteria, right? And we have all these bugs inside of us. We just do, and they sit inside of us. Strep throat, maybe you had strep throat at one time, maybe you had mono at one time. Here's the thing, and medical medium information brought this to the world, right? If you had mono, so if you had mono at some time in your life, you may not even know you had it and you had it. That bug is the Epstein-Barr, and it comes back later. It comes back later with fibromyalgia. It comes back later with chronic fatigue syndrome, Hashimoto's thyroiditis, hyperthyroidism, nodule cysts, tumors on the thyroid, that's Epstein-Barr, rheumatoid arthritis, Lyme disease. All these things, neurological Lyme, are viral caused, right? So it's important to know. So why are we doing this? We're doing this because your eczema is viral caused. Your psoriasis is viral caused, okay? Your skin conditions, viral caused. Vitiligo is viral caused. Your fibro is viral. Your lupus, your multiple sclerosis, your ALS, there's a lot of stuff. And metals play a role too. I've talked all about that for years. You guys know that. But viruses play this huge role, including anxiety, upping the game with crippling anxiety. So it's metals and viruses. But viruses need to eat. And bugs need to eat. If you had chronic sinusitis, if you got sinus sensitivities, if you had sinus surgeries, that's streptococcus. That strep needs to eat. So it'll sit inside of you and percolate. If you get bronchitis, if you get chronic coughs, if you got mucus in your lungs, that's that chronic strep. If you had the strep throat, chronic strep, bacterial vaginosis, UTIs, bladder infections, kidney infections, right? Styes, conjunctivitis, that's streptococcus. Acne. Any of you guys deal with acne on and off throughout your life? That's streptococcus. That's strep. That's the original strep from childhood. That's the original strep that you had when you were younger. Okay, and you got the acne from that strep. And maybe you have more than one variety of strep. So we're doing the anti-bug cleanse right there. I got the book. We'll talk about the different levels. So it's important to know that these bugs sit inside of us. Diverticulosis, diverticulitis. We got some bugs. It's E. coli and strep eating away at pockets inside your intestinal tract, you see? Acid reflux, boom, lots of bugs causing that, the acid reflux. So we have to realize that all your problems, unless you were somebody that got drenched in some kind of toxic, chaotic pesticide or something, and that hit your nervous system and did some physical damage, all your problems really stem from those bugs. So it's the bugs. This is the anti-bug cleanse. You see how it makes so much sense? You see how important it really is when you really add it up right there? You guys, we're live right now, Telegram, we're live on Rumble, we're live on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, so we got it all going on. We're day one of the medical medium anti-bug cleanse. I'm making the potato salad in a couple of minutes. I'm hoping you guys make it with me. I got my cucumbers. Do you guys have those ready? I got the radishes. Do you guys have those ready? I got garlic. I got my lemon right here. I got the parsley, I got the chives, I got the potatoes, and you know what? I even have some nice steamed asparagus. You can use raw asparagus if you want. I steam these, so I got the steamed asparagus, okay? It's better like that, for this, makes it nice and comforting, okay? And if you're doing this cleanse, you know about the celery juice. I made this earlier right here, so you got your 16 ounces of celery juice. I'm doing 32, you can do 32. That's in the mix, right? Lemon water. You're drinking your lemon water. You're doing that, okay? You can sip coconut water, but drink at least 32 ounces of lemon water to a liter. Making sure you're doing that daily. Make sure you're drinking some water so you flush out those dead bugs. You want to flush out the dead bugs, okay? So that's important. Whatever level you pick, you're going to kill more bugs. So whatever level you pick, you're going to kill more bugs. Are you picking level 1? Okay? Are you picking level 2? Which one are you doing? Right? Are you just here for the show? Are you just here to hang out and chill? It's perfectly fine. You'll learn some information. Maybe you'll do the anti-bug cleanse someday. Maybe you'll get the book so you can take care of yourself, all right? But the goal is to starve the bugs. They go hungry. Once they go hungry, they start to implode. That's how bugs work. They need fuel all the time. What are you feeding your bugs? Are you feeding your bugs some eggs? Because that's the number one bug fuel right there. You guys on Telegram, you feeding your bugs some eggs. Did you have some eggs the other day? Anybody eating some eggs? You feeding those buggies the eggs? Huh? Here you go, little buggies. Here you go. I'm gonna have some fried eggs right here. Okay. Wait a minute. Did you just do a hard-boiled egg? What was it? You thought you were outsmarting everybody, so you just did hard-boiled eggs? You know how many people I see out there? They got their salad going, their little salad. They take their hard-boiled eggs, they crack the shells off, and they think they're eating really healthy keto or something. They're cutting up their egg slices, they're putting it in their salad, and they're feeding their bugs, and they're guaranteeing a ticket in Badlands down the road. Look, everybody gets sick. We're in a different world now. Nobody goes the whole way through without getting sick and sicker and sicker. We're in a different place, in a different time frame in history. We're in a different world. You don't want to keep on feeding your bugs. You want to learn how to stop feeding your bugs. That's what you want to do. Okay? Lactose-free dairy still feeds the bugs. Keep that in mind, you guys. A little note right there. Lactose-free dairy still feeds the bugs. The protein in lactose-free dairy feeds the bugs. Keep that in mind right there. Really important to know. So dairy protein will feed the bugs. So the goal is to starve out and kill off the bugs. What level are you doing to do that? If you do level 1, that's okay. You get rid of eggs, you get rid of dairy products, you get rid of gluten, get rid of soft drinks too. You know why? A lot of soft drinks will have that corn syrup, that GMO corn syrup, which is a bug fuel. All right? That's a grain that feeds the bugs. Okay? And you can do level 1. You can do that, right? And that's fine. Level 2 is another level. Now, keep in mind, you take food away from the bugs. They go hungry, and they're going to make you very, very emotionally hungry for that food. So bugs control our habits. Once you start destroying those bugs, keep this in mind, you guys. Once you start, it gets hard. It's all of a sudden, once you start killing off those bugs, it gets hard. It's like, I'm going to make a dozen egg omelet now. Because once I start killing off those bugs, and they start dying in me, okay? And once those bugs start dying, right? You see that in Telegram, you guys? TikTok? See Rumble? Once those bugs start dying, you're going to want to make a dozen egg omelet. And put some cheese on top too. And you're going to want to cook those babies in butter on a nice skillet. Because the bugs are going to talk for you. They're going to talk for you, is what they're going to do. They're going to say, I'm hungry. Wait, oh my God, you're starving me. Hey, Susan? Jennifer? Jennifer? Steven? Hey, Jack? Jack, I'm hungry. You're hurting me. You're hurting me. And that's what's going to happen. They're going to do that. You don't know that's what they're doing. You don't know they're talking to you. But they're going to make you crazy. Like, I'm hungry. Order a pizza. So the key is we're not on a deprivation cleanse. Keep that in mind. We're not on a deprivation cleanse. This isn't deprivation. This is eating. So if you guys aren't eating, then I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are. I think you arrived at the wrong place, or you went to, I think you're in the wrong cleanse. If you guys are not eating and decided not to eat all day, we're in the wrong, I think you're in the wrong room. I think you entered the wrong room. Because we're eating and we're making a meal and I'm hoping you guys had some fruit. I'm hoping you guys had your fruit smoothies. I'm hoping you guys had maybe you had your heavy metal detox smoothies. Maybe some of you guys are already on your mono cleanse. Maybe you're on a 3-6-9, but I hope you guys are eating, because this isn't about deprivation. It's not about starving you. It's about starving the pathogens, the bugs. That's why it's the anti-bug cleanse. That's why. How are the bugs coming out of the body? Poop and pee. That's how they're coming out. Poop, pee. That's how they come out. They also come out of here. When you're sleeping, they come out of the eyes. They're not crawling out of the eyes. That's not how they do it. The dead bug parts can come out in just tears. Not when you're crying or anything, but the Sandman, right? You got all that gunk in your eyes and stuff. It can come out in there. It can come right out in there. It can come out of your nose. Got to blow my nose a few times. It can come out of there. And of course, poop and pee, right? So that's how the bugs come out. So it's interesting. And one of the ways the bugs come out, I want to give you a better, you know what, you guys, let me give you a better description of how it comes out, okay? Your liver is filled with bugs. I'm going to bring it over here a little bit, all right? Can I move these cucumbers over? And you guys don't mind, right? Move things over. And, all right. So, our livers is where a lot of the bugs are happening. So that's the party town. That's where it's happening. That's party zone right here. Party central, 4 bugs. It's in the liver. Different varieties of Epstein-Barr, streptococcus inside the liver, HHV6, HHV7. You guys, you wouldn't believe how many bugs people have. They'll have HHV6, HHV7. They'll have 2 varieties of Epstein-Barr. They'll have a shingles. They'll have a cytomegalovirus, all sitting inside their liver, waiting to give you health throughout your whole life. And so it's in here, a lot of these bugs. So here's what's happening. All that food you eat, so if you eat an egg, just let's use an egg as an example, right? If you're eating an egg, the egg goes down into your intestinal tract. Particles from that egg, microparticles from that egg get sucked up through the hepatic portal vein into your liver. The hepatic portal vein is attached to the intestinal tract. You guys, there's a vein that goes from the intestinal tract to the liver, a vein, okay? And what happens is those egg particles get sucked up the vein and go right up into the liver. And then the bugs feed off of the eggs inside your liver. So when you're having your eggs, you're just filling your liver up with egg particles and feeding the bugs. Happy are they, right? Here's what happens. You start to starve them. You don't feed them what they're used to eating. The weak ones die first. So the weak Epstein-Barr, the weak streptococcus, the weak cytomegalovirus, the weak HPV, the weak HIV, these bugs start to die first, and then they shoot up the bile duct out of the liver into the gallbladder and back into the intestinal tract, and then you poop them out. You don't hear that at the doctor's office, do you? You don't hear that at the alternative people's offices. You don't hear that in anybody's books. You don't hear that anywhere. It's all MM info. It's why people heal. So, the bugs aren't coming out through your sweat. Keep that in mind. They come out through other passageways. They have to be direct, like your nostrils. They come out through your eyes. They can come out sometimes through the ears, but they mostly come out through the intestinal tract and your kidneys, letting you know. We're anti-bug cleanse. We're day one. If you guys just came on here, I recommend watching this from the beginning. Everything is vital, pertinent, and important. The information is critical. Just let me give you a small announcement right here. I'm going to be on Rumble exclusively at 6:15 Eastern Time, 3:15 Pacific Time. It's going to be a private talk on Rumble, exclusive there. Make sure you're there, okay? Another thing, too, make sure you have the book through these cleanses. Or if you don't have it now, get one. Critical, okay? $16.99, Amazon.com US. It's on sale. I call it divine intervention, angelic intervention, because they priced the book for some reason. And you know what? It's possible they priced it this low to actually try to hurt me or something, right? Because there's so much discrimination against medical meaning for a lot of reasons. Because being the #1 health author in the world for almost 7 years running has gotten so many people mad. It's ridiculous, right? Because people heal. That's why. And that's why the books have been out there, because so many people healed. But they lowered the price on this book. I call it like divine intervention. Probably thinking they'll just hurt my pocket or something, like, hey, he won't get his 10 cents. We're going to make sure that we underprice it so he doesn't live and can't pay the light bill. But the point is what's incredible about it, because it costs way more to print. What's incredible about them doing that, right, on Amazon.com US, is you can get this medical textbook for nothing practically. So it's $16.99. Get it now if you can, or get it free at the library. This is an incredible opportunity. When you see this book, you'll be mind blown. I know you guys that do have it, it's helped you so much. It's saved a lot of lives already around the world. But I just want to let people know that that's where the anti-bug cleanse is. This isn't the only time I'm going to do the anti-bug cleanse with you guys. I'm probably going to do it again. So have the book, so it's there for that too. Glad to see you guys. It's Health with Liz says it's definitely a steal. Yeah, I mean, it's incredible, right? So we're talking about getting rid of the bugs. I gave you guys a rundown on the liver, where the bugs sit, and how it can spew up back into your bile, out your intestinal tract, and you poop out the bugs. The weak bugs die first. The stronger bugs, they're going to be talking to you. That's what they're going to be doing. The stronger bugs are going to be talking to you. And they're going to be telling you, break your cleanse. Break your cleanse fast. Start eating a whole bunch of chocolate bars so you can get your adrenaline running, and because adrenaline's not good either. Too much adrenaline, that whole adrenaline thing can lower the immune system, and the bugs love that too. So they'll be like, eat lots of chocolate, drink lots of coffee, eat a lot of dairy, eat some cheese. Make sure you're doing nutritional yeast. Your bugs are going to be talking and trying to get you to eat things. So let's talk about the different levels. And if you guys just came on here, I'm glad you're coming on, because we're going to be making a recipe. I hope some of you guys make it with me too. All right. Level 1. Level 1 is remove eggs, milk, cheese, butter, which is dairy. Remove gluten. Remove soft drinks. That's level 1. Boom. That's it. Level 1. Who's doing that? Level 1. Right there. If you want to take it to the next level, remove pork, right? So remove pork, okay? Remove some pork. There's Piggy right here, right? There's Piggy. Remove pork. Remove tuna. Right there. Tuna. Definitely. TikTok, you guys. Tuna. Keep the tuna fish out. I know so many people love their tuna salads. They love their tuna sandwiches. Completely understand. Completely understand. Sushi. You're not eating something healthy when you have sushi. Newsflash. 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 You're not eating healthy when you have sushi. You're not eating healthy when you have sushi. You know the spicy apple spicy apple juice is that? You guys, I heated this up and I actually made a nice spicy hot apple juice, right? And I think it's starting to kick in. All right. You're not eating healthy with sushi. It's loaded with vinegar. Okay? You can get some bugs. It's loaded with mercury. So that's okay. Corn. Keep the corn out. Keep it out. No corn tortillas. No corn taco shells. No popcorn. Where did my popcorn go again? Bring it out later. No popcorn. Keep it out. Right? It's GMO. All of it, even the organic stuff. Keep it out. So that's level 2. Level 2 is what we talked about: eggs, dairy, gluten, soft drinks, and now tuna, pork, corn. That's level 2. You guys doing level 3? Who's doing no nachos? Question mark. Yeah, if you want to do level 2, no nachos. But if you do level 1, you can do nachos. Yeah, if you do level 1 where you just take out the eggs, the dairy, and everything, then you probably could. It's still going to feed some bugs. Oh, wait. Your nachos might have cheese on it. No, you can't do nachos. Not even on level 1. There goes that. No nachos. Boop, out the window. Level 3. Who's doing level 3? This is when now you get rid of industrial food oils. Vegetable oil, palm oil, canola oil, corn oil, safflower oil, soybean oil. You get rid of soy and you get rid of lamb, right? And then you get rid of lamb. Does a lamb do that? Or is this a sheep? Are they the same? Are they different? We get rid of lamb. Okay? That's the next thing. It's important. Get rid of the lamb. So that's the next thing there. The next thing, fish. Get rid of fish and all seafood. But you can have salmon, trout, or sardines. Salmon, trout, or sardines. So on level 3, you can actually eat some salmon. You can have some trout. You can have some sardines. You can't have the egg on this plate, you guys. I got a lot of different egg props over here. You can't have the egg, but you can have the salmon. You can't have industrial oils on the salmon, but you can have the salmon on level 3. I mean, how cool is that? Right? And you need to read the Troublemaker Foods chapter. Always read that in this book. That's critical. So if you guys just came on here, I want you to watch this from the beginning. We're talking about a lot of incredible, pertinent information, critical information. This is about taking control over your health. I'm not doing this for a song and dance to have some fun. Like, okay, we're having fun. Let's go do this. Oh, I'm a superstar. I love being on camera. That's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to try to save lives. I'm doing this because it's critical to take control over your health. I don't want you guys sick. I don't want you guys suffering. I don't want you guys struggling anymore. I know many of you come here and it's your first time and you're like, many of you are brainwashed. And when you come here, you're going to come here so brainwashed. I saw a comment earlier today on YouTube and it was something like, you don't know anything about fats. AW, you know nothing about fats. It's omega-6s that are the bad ones. And, omega-3s are critical. High-fat diets are amazing for us. You don't know anything about healthy fats. You just don't get it. And, when I read that, I was like, okay, first of all, you don't get it. Because that's vegan doctor information that's outdated and antiquated. Okay? Because, yeah, sure. Okay? Omega-6s aren't the best fat. But when it comes down to making the break of health, in a sense of making that break in your life, like getting to that finish line, crossing that finish line, like getting better from severe chronic illness, any fat will take you down. And what people don't realize is that The fats stop your nerve cells from receiving nutrients that they need, including glucose, so you can recover from multiple sclerosis, ALS, chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, lupus, and so much more, neurological Lyme. So if you're not so sick, and you hear some antiquated, outdated information about how good fats are for you and how it's just the omega-6s like sunflower oil you need to look out for, you're totally behind. This is advanced information. Yeah, if you're coming from a standard American diet or standard European diet, and you come from just a junk food diet and you go and you eat a healthy keto diet, plant-based or animal protein, you're going to see benefits. But if you're somebody who's really sick, and you're going down and out for the count, and you can't function, and you can't feed your kids, or you can't work, or you can't drive your car, and you're on Mattress Island, any fat will stop you from healing. So I love when someone tries to school me like I don't know something. They give me outdated, antiquated information from some vegan doctor that just doesn't even know why anybody's sick. But you know what? That's just the way it goes. The point is, and where I'm going here, right, is that this is about knowledge, and it's about taking control of your health. And anybody new here and coming here, I'm not trying to lecture you guys on this. Anybody new here or coming here, you're going to be like, what? What bugs? I don't have any bugs. Huh? Remove what? He's removing what? Healthy food? And this is good for flu. This is good for flu. This is good for plague. This is good for the plague going around. This is good for all of that. But I get it, because a lot of new people come on board and they don't know. They're just like, okay, what's he even talking about? If you guys just came here just now, we're day 1 of the anti-bug cleanse. We're in Cleanse to Heal right now. Okay? And, look, you know what's amazing? For years, I watched people in the alternative health movement not even know viruses existed. Didn't even know. They just didn't even know. So many patients coming in and out of their offices, they write books, they just didn't know. They think it's maybe you're creating it or something, you're creating your sickness. And then the supernatural believing people, they're just like you had your head chopped off, you drowned in a river back in 1804 and you came back again. And the reason why you're sick and having all those problems at night and restless legs is because you drowned in your past life. Or you were during, King Charles, and you had you were tortured in a torture chamber in a dungeon, in 1547. And what happens is that no one knew why anyone was sick. It's the bugs, you guys. Even when I did that documentary years ago, I was invited to do that documentary. So only one talking about how viruses, why everybody else is sick. Everybody else is talking about, oh, it's your thoughts. You have lupus because you thought? Let me tell you something. Your lupus, your MS is not because you created it with your thoughts, okay? Long haul COVID is not because you created it with your thoughts. That's Epstein-Barr long haul COVID. It's Epstein-Barr being reactivated, this medical medium information. So why are we doing this? Why are we even here? Why are we even here? We're here to take control, true empowerment. We're here to get our health back. We're here to knock out the bugs. HPV is a bug. It's a bug. I know no one wanted to believe it, but it's a bug. People need to know this. Simplex cold sore is a bug. It guarantees someone having trigeminal neuralgia down the road and clenching jaws. Acne is a bug. It's streptococcus, and people have loads of strep in their system. Eczema is a bug. Important to know. UTIs are bugs. So we have all these bugs. It's in our system. They exist and they keep you down. Anytime I've run to anybody that's younger that has the cold sore, anytime anybody that come to my office all the last 35 years, doctors that talk to me that know about the cold sores, right? I always say that cold sore is going to be trigeminal neuralgia when you're 55 years old. It always does, unless you clean it up now and kill it off. Unless you knock it back and know how to get rid of it. because you're going to have that teeth clenching. You're going to need retainers to stop grinding your teeth. You're going to get dental work and your teeth drilled down the road. You're going to need Botox for your nerve pain in your neck from that Simplex 1. Everybody who has Simplex 1 ends up getting Botox, whether they're 60 years old or they get it when they're 30. They get Botox in their jaw and in their neck from the pain because they don't know what it is and their teeth's clenching and they need guards, teeth guards in their mouth. Look, I don't want people to suffer and struggle. And then the acne thing, man, it can creep up and slam you again because that strep comes back out. You clean up your diet, doing some keto cute thing, and then boom, you're back to your acne again. You don't know why. The bugs are there. I want to stop them in people. This is the anti-bug cleanse. I want people to learn. I want them to grow. Let's make some potato salad. So I got some potatoes here. I'm going to dump them out. I'm going to chop them up a little bit. You can take the skins off if you want. I mean, you can do that. In the recipe, they're peeled back a little, so I'm just removing some of the skins here. Okay, I'm just moving stuff around a little bit, you guys. We're day 1 of the anti-bug cleanse, and I just want to do a little bit of announcement. Going to be exclusive on Rumble later, and it's a different talk. It's not going to be about the cleanse. It's a different talk. I'm not quite sure still what I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to talk about something. And I'm just peeling back some of the skins. I cut these steamed potatoes. These are steamed potatoes. I cut them in half. And I'm just taking some of the skins. Skins are really healthy for you. They're so good for you, the potato skins. So you can keep them on. They're incredible. A lot of different compounds, antiviral compounds are in the skin too, and in the potato itself, the flesh of the potato. This is a cleanse to heal recipe I'm working on right now. This is the potato salad. You can make a big one if you want. If you're really hungry, this isn't about deprivation. You can make this dish and eat this dish all day. You can cook a whole bunch of potatoes, you guys. Make a very large portion and eat this, for lunch, later on, for dinner, if you want. Snack on it a little bit more if you wanted to. And guess what? You're killing off bugs because you're not feeding the bugs anything else. How incredible is that when you think about it? So I'm just peeling back a little bit of the skin right here. You guys, thank you for being here at this free cleanse. No one's being charged anything. I don't want that at all. I just want you guys to have the freedom to be here, like your choice, wanting answers, wanting to do some healing, right? So I just peeled some of the skin off. So it has a look to it, not because the skins aren't delicious, because they really are. I love potato skins, right? So I'm just going to cut up a few pieces of these in these like little hunks, these little squares. I'm going to pop these in the bowl. That's what I'm going to do. And are you guys making it with me, some of you guys? Or did you already make it? You were probably already really hungry. You're like, he's taking too long. I'm going to make mine now, right? So I'm cutting them like wedges. See this? Right? Cutting them in wedges right now. It gets all sticky, is what it does. They get all sticky. So I'm getting them in here. Right? Cutting them up as quick as I can for you guys. Yes, I'm making, you're making it with me? Lori Malone? Amazing. So what happens is this is a dairy-free dish. This is cheese-free. This is a cheese-free dish. This is a dairy-free dish. Keep that in mind, okay? And I'm cutting these up. There's no butter in here. Now, one thing about potatoes, you know why potatoes become bad? Potatoes become bad when you're adding butter to them. That's when they become a problem. Somebody might say, oh, I have problems with potatoes. I have, a lot of issues with potatoes, and that's what I have. Somebody might think that, okay? And you can cut in smaller pieces too. Somebody might think that because they're like, okay, well, I'm having problems with potatoes. They don't make me feel good. Well, this is a steamed potato. This is without This is without the butter. This is without the cheese. There we go. I might cut them a little bit smaller in here. Some of them are still a little bit bigger, right? But I like them hunky, but you can make them smaller if you want, right? I'm going to thinly slice some radishes. You guys okay with that? I'm cutting off the root of the radish. I'm cutting off the back of the radish, just for aesthetics. Of course, you could eat those if you really wanted to, right? And I'm just going to basically thinly slice some radishes right here. The board's really slick because of the potato. It slicks up the board, right? I'm going to thinly slice some radishes right here. You guys, what I love about this dish, it's so good for you. These radishes are really a powerful food. I'm going to slice them a little thinner. So, nice and thin. Look, you can be you, right? You can do it the way you want to do it. I'm just showing you the recipe, the way I like to do it. I like the thin radishes. There we go. But, of course, you guys can make it the way you want to. I'm going to put a little bit more radish in mine, if you guys don't mind. Now, what I love about the radish is I talk about it in life-changing foods, removing toxic heavy metals. It does help with removing metals. I also love about the radish, it's anti-bug, it's antiviral. The radish is anti-bug, antiviral. So antibacteria. So ulcers, people with ulcers, radishes, okay? Radishes help to knock out that bacteria. You know, people have bacteria all in their mouth. What about that? They have the bacteria all in their mouth. They're losing their teeth. You know, I mean, the gums are getting eaten away. They get the cavities. But you know what happens, though? It's all the caffeine and the vinegar that weakens the enamel. So bacteria in somebody's mouth can eat away so easily. Everybody gets the reckoning in the dentist chair. Doing the caffeine for too many years. They get the reckoning in the dentist chair. The caffeine and the... Unless you're a child and you didn't do all the caffeine, you just came in with severe mineral deficiencies. High levels of mercury, too, and then that can happen. But, you know, everybody gets the reckoning down the road, too. If their teeth are pretty good to start with, next thing you know it, down the road. I'm doing some thin slices of cucumber. The vinegar and the caffeine really weaken the enamel so that bacteria can start eating away. What I love about the radish, as I was talking about before with the radish, is the radish does knock down bacteria in the mouth. And your celery juice does too. So I'm putting some pieces of cucumber in here. I'm going to mix this up too. We're going to get this looking good. Be Open-Hearted says, nice slice job. Can't believe you think so. Amazing. I'm honored. Okay, so I'm going to chop up a little bit of parsley here. Now, look, you guys, I'm going to use a little bit more parsley. So I'm going to do a little parsley, and then I'm going to do a little chive, right? So I'm going to do a little bit more parsley. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit more. Not a ton. I want the recipe to look all nice, but I'm going to finely chop a bunch of parsley here, okay? So, gonna do a little, you can do it thicker if you want, you can keep it thicker, that's fine. You guys follow me along on Telegram? Right? Gonna do a little fine chop here. Pop a little bit of parsley in there. I'm going to chop up some chives now. I love this recipe. I don't know about you guys, but I love this recipe. I really do. Now, I'm finely chopping them. But you can do bigger pieces of chives if you love that. But I'm doing a fine chive chop, right? We're making the potato salad out of the Cleanse to Heal book. Parsley is such a cell restoring herb. I like using it as a leafy green. The nutrients in parsley are off the charts. They haven't even tapped into it. You know, food science, the funny thing about food science, right? The funny thing about food science, it hasn't even looked at really any food. There's so many undiscovered phytochemical compounds in parsley that bring health back. They haven't even looked or discovered. If you don't know what you're looking for, how do you discover it? It takes years and years and years. 100 years from now, they'll still be finding things in parsley. Let's get some parsley on here. Boom. Right? So we got the parsley on top of this, you guys. Let me move my apple drink. Isn't that better than alcohol? You know, no, I won't drink apple juice. Too much sugar. But let me have a glass of wine. What? You know how many people stay away? No, I'm staying away from sugar all week. Oh, but I'm going to be having a glass of wine on Saturday night. I'll have a glass of champagne. No, I hate sugar. I can't eat sugar. No, I won't drink any apple juice. Isn't that bad for you? But I'll have a glass of champagne. Hey, let me take a look at that cookie. Can I have a cookie? My doctor says stay away from apple juice. That's what my doctor says. Stay away from apple juice. But I better make sure I have a nice chocolate bar right here. Stay away from... My doctor says stay away from apple juice. It's really bad for me. But I'm in Whole Foods. I picked up this 90% riddled in sugar chocolate bar, though. 90%. I'll pick up this. My doctor says I can have a psychoactive drug. I can treat myself with a psychoactive drug. But I can't have a glass of orange juice. Can't have a glass of apple juice. God forbid. But I can have a psychoactive drug. And I'm going to need medication because I can't sleep at night, but don't know it's the chocolate. Don't know it's a psychoactive drug, and I'm not sleeping good at night, so I better get a sleeping pill from my doctor. All right, you guys, let's stop fooling around. Put a little mustard powder on here. It's raining mustard. Okay, we got a little bit of... What about a garlic clove? A little bit of garlic? What say you guys? Garlic? And I still got something else to add. So I'm going to put a little bit of garlic in there. Look, you put a little bit if you don't like garlic, or don't put any at all. I'm going to put a little bit more, maybe a couple little pieces here. Boom. All right, I'm going to add some lemon juice if you guys are okay. Before I add the lemon juice, I'm going to take some of these babies right here. These are beautiful asparagus. I got some asparagus right here, you guys. I don't know if you can see. Right? I'm going to chop up some of these asparagus. This is a healing meal. Keep that in mind. Asparagus is an incredible food for the liver. Detoxifying for the liver. Keep that in mind there. That's important to know, okay? So asparagus is a really incredible food. All right, so I'm going to mix this up. Let me grab a spoon. I'm going to put a little bit of lemon on here too. The healing foods in here. You know what kind of healing foods we have in here? Cucumbers, incredible for the kidneys. People with kidney disease should be eating cucumbers every day. Incredible. Think about that right there. Asparagus cleans the liver. Asparagus is antiviral, anti-bug. It's a bug killer. I'm putting lemon juice on here, right? Lemon juice. You got that calcium And that vitamin C, so important, really is. You got the radishes. Radishes enter into the thyroid and start knocking out Epstein-Barr. That's what radishes do. Think about that. Parsley feeds every cell in the body, strengthens the immune system, right? You know, parsley is an incredible herb. So I'm mixing this up. This is an amazing dish right here. You can eat this all day long if you want. I'm going to make a quick announcement too. There we go. This is the potato salad. You know, what's missing in here? Huh. There's no oil in here. That's missing. There's no eggs in here. No. There's no cheese in here, right? That's missing. What else is missing in here? Right? No dairy, no butter, right? And what happens is when you do this fat-free healing meal, that's how you allow bugs to leave your system. If you're tanking too much fat, you can't even get all the bugs you want out. That's why I like level 3, level 4, level 5. Level 5, because when you go further down the levels, you're actually allowing more bugs to get out of the system. But level 1 starts killing off bugs too. But hey, how far do you want to go? So you guys, that meal right there isn't bug fuel. It also doesn't thicken the blood. It doesn't dehydrate the body, and it doesn't contribute to toxins inside the body. Those are the 4 groups. That doesn't happen with this recipe. Keep that in mind, okay? It's an incredible recipe. I want to make a quick announcement. 6:15 later Eastern Time, 3:15 Pacific Time. I'm going to be on Rumble exclusively for a little talk. Might throw some zingers out, some stingers, some zingers, whatever. And who knows what I'm going to say. I hope you guys subscribe and join me there, because we're spending a lot of time on there, and Telegram too. So I hope you guys are also joining Telegram, because I'm doing private messages, meaning like, you know, private messages on Telegram, because I'm not leaving these private audio messages anywhere else. So there are audio messages on Telegram, right? I'm going to be doing that a lot. So make sure you join Telegram, subscribe there, subscribe to Rumble, because I'm going to be on there a lot. And you guys, just letting you guys know on TikTok, letting you guys know on Facebook and YouTube, okay? And you guys, of course, I'm on YouTube too. You know that. So it's, t.me/medical medium. That's Telegram, how to get me there, right? We're day 1 of the anti-bug cleanse. I just made the recipe. I'm pumped up about it. I got a fork right here, okay? So good. It really is. You guys, this is a great recipe for this cleanse. Incredible. Now, look, don't be shy. If you want to crack into any recipes in Cleanse to Heal, crack into any recipes. Don't worry. It's okay. Perfectly fine. All right? So you can crack into it. Just one more reminder. Try to pick up the book when you can. Okay, $16.99, Amazon.com US. Incredible price, unbelievable. And it's a medical textbook. Over 200 symptoms, conditions, the causes, and what to do. Get it free at the library if you want. Go to the library and try to get a copy. But take advantage of the sale. You won't be sorry. This is the best book out there in health by far. Just make sure you have it in your own personal library in your house, okay? The anti-bug cleanse is in there. And I will be going live again at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific. I'll be live on IG, TikTok, and Telegram. And then later on at 3:15 Pacific, 6:15 Eastern, I'll be Rumble exclusive. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining the cleanse with me, and I'll see you soon. I hope you hang out and we go all day.